a few of my subscribers had sent me this particular story. I actually found out about it on Instagram. When I saw this man's picture, I actually DM'd the person who I saw it on and said, what the hell is that? That's literally, I said, what is? I didn't say who. But this is indeed a human being who looks more like a gremlin. And we all know gremlins pretty much were born out of a pot. But this guy's name is Dekenta Parchman. And he was wanted for torture and the sexual assault of his ex. Now, hear how he tortured his ex. It said that he basically burned her with a hair straightener, like a straightening comb that you know that women use to straighten their hair. And those things, to my knowledge, can get really hot, and they would have to in order for your hair to get manipulated in that way. But anyway, what's interesting about this story is that he was found, but when they found him, he was shot 7 times. He's still alive, but he was shot 7 times. But the biggest mystery behind the whole thing is no one knows who shot him. Now, my suspicion could have been the ex, but the ex was already sexually assaulted and tortured by this guy, so I don't think it would have been her. So my only other thing is it has to be someone close to her. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and read the article that's coming from Fox 2 Detroit. The U.S. Marshals tracked down a dangerous suspect who was accused of torturing and sexually assaulting his ex-girlfriend, but by the time they found him, he had been shot multiple times, but police aren't sure who pulled the trigger. Dekenta Parchman was wanted for the hours-long assault on his ex inside of her home. According to police, Parchman repeatedly beat her and sexually assaulted her with a hair straightener that was on. The 30-year-old man is charged with terrorizing his ex-girlfriend in late July at her Van Buren Township apartment. This was a very significant assault. The crime scene photos speak to the significance of the assault, said attorney Sona Mopsisian. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce her name. With the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. Investigators told Fox 2 that he showed up at her apartment drunk and started punching her in the face. Looking at his picture, it looks like someone punched him in the face, especially in the mouth. Then they said he smashed more than one ashtray over her head and violated her with the hot hair straightener before beating her with an extension cord and blows to her head. It was 3 hours of agony, and she was finally able to escape to a neighbor and call the police. By the time they arrived, Parchman had reportedly stolen her car and left. About a week later, the marshals tracked him to Taylor, where he was found in a car with 7 untreated bullet wounds. Police said they came from some kind of shootout in Inkster. Parchman actually brought up this information when he was in court on charges on Tuesday. I got shot 7 times. I got bullet fragments in me. I need surgery. My leg is broken. They shot out my knee. Parchman is no stranger to criminal charges. He served time for unlawful imprisonment, drugs, and home invasion. The victim spent several days in the hospital and is still recovering. She's extremely lucky to be alive, to be honest. Parchman's bond was set at $250,000, no 10% good. So that means he has to pay the entire $250,000. But honestly, I wouldn't have given him a bond anyway. But I guess they probably looking at him and like, this guy can't afford it. Dekenta Parchman, age 30, is accused of torturing and sexually assaulting his ex with a hot hair straightener, and he was later found shot several times. Now, it says a shootout ensued. So now that's adding on another possibility, if it's not someone that's close to her. Because they said he was found a little bit later, but I don't know if they specified. Let me go back and see how much later was he found. This is about a week later. So, okay, a week had passed since he did what he did to his ex. So that would have given someone enough time to go and find him and do what they did to him. But my thing is this. If they really wanted to get him, and I mean really get him, they would have deleted him. But they said a shootout happened. So my guess is, did he drive into a neighborhood where a shootout was going on between maybe a rival gang or between other people, and he just kind of got caught in the crossfire? So that's the other possibility right there. And if that's what happened, then he, you know, as fate would have it, he got what he deserved. Unfortunately, he's still breathing, but with them saying that he has to pay that bond at $250,000 and there's no 10%, which means he has to come up with the entire thing. 9 times out of 10, I'm looking at him right now. He looks like he barely has 2 nickels to rub together. But then again, looks can be deceiving, but I doubt that he has $250K to give out. Now, I will say this. If people are to receive bonds, they should receive them in the form like this, where they have to pay the entire thing. Don't give them the 10% option. But honestly, I'm going to be quite honest. I think even at 10%, which would be $25,000, I don't even think he would even be able to come up with that. But I'm glad they didn't give him the option. Because someone like him is definitely a menace. Like, he tortured his ex for 3 hours. Torture is worse than death, because that means you are alive and you're feeling every ounce of that pain. She probably felt like in moments that she was going to die, or probably wish he would have just ended her just so she wouldn't have to feel that pain anymore. I'm talking a hot straightener, which he probably turned all the way up to the max until you couldn't turn the dial anymore. And I noticed it said something when it came to the straightener. It said that, you know, it says he sexually assaulted her with a straightener that was on. So that means, and I'm trying not to sound so graphic here. I'm not going to say it, but y'all know what that means, right? I hope we are dealing with adults here who can put 2 and 2 together. Yeah, that's what he did. Oh yeah, send him up the river. Man, that is crazy. That is wild. I hope that he gets violated wherever he's going. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the video on that note. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Like and share this content on your social media platforms. If you are new, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, have that bell clicked, and have your notifications set to all on here as well on your mobile devices. All links will be down in the description. I will talk to you in the next one.